All right, so now we're going to move on to Hunt Showdown, which is a game that has been in early access for a while on PC. I think has been out on PC for a lot while now, like full release, and just got well, I don't know. I guess there's a lot. There's a lot of releases of this game. So it was in early access on PC. This is a Crytec game, and came out on PC, came out on early access on Xbox. Their preview program came out on Xbox, and now finally came out on PlayStation 4. And this is so big picture, like a PvP slash PvE multiplayer kind of event where you're. Well, you know what? I'm going to let Derrick take it over because I don't want to get any of the details wrong, because it's kind of an interesting mashup of a few things. So why don't you let us know what Hunt Showdown is all about?
All right, cool. And Lee, please add in if you think of anything or I say something wrong as well. Um,
Yeah.
so it's a PVE slash, like you said, PVE slash PvP. There is I think it's called like the bounty mode, which is an hour long mission that you have
Mm-hmm.
where you get dropped in with, I believe it's 12 to 16 players.
Okay.
Um, And then what basically happens within that time is you're going around collecting weapons and gear, kind of like you would in like a battle royale game. So
Mm-hmm.
you're picking that stuff up. You start with like a light loadout, um, but then you're also heading on to find clues because you're trying to find these bounties or these monsters that you're going to hunt down. Um, it gives you these three clues that you need to go find, and then once you find those three clues, it pinpoints where that main objective monster is at. So you have this race to find these clues to get to the monster to be the one to beat it, but then you're also racing against everybody else that's playing, and they have the choice to attack you or not to attack you. There's other like NPC enemies laid all out in this lake. You're kind of in like a swamp type area.
Mm-hmm.
Lee, would that be a good way to?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's
a
like,
bayou type thing.
yeah, that's what it reminds me of, like a bayou, exactly, like Louisiana.
Yeah, yeah, like a real backwater Louisiana type thing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so that's pretty much like the gist of it is you're trying to hunt down these contracts. Um,
And it's like a super powerful monster that you're going after, right?
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Also,
I remember seeing some of the early access footage, and there was like one time that you were fighting like a big spider, and there was like a couple of other different types of um, main hunts for you to go on.
Mhm. Yeah, they have
you have other things going on there as well, like you'll have like kind of zombie type monsters walking around in between that as well as the other players.
Yeah,
So there's
the
that sort of thing
environment
going
is
on as well.
just as dangerous as the other players, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I think Derrick proved that in the stream that he did, that the environment may be even more dangerous.
Yeah, yeah, there's been um to kind of like handle that too, like for the stream that we did, I did the quick play matches,
Mm-hmm.
which is a 15-minute match
Yeah.
where you're playing up against up to 12 other players. But there's monsters you can hunt on that, like main ones,
Mm-hmm.
but your goal in that is to gain enough wellspring energy, I believe it's called, but pretty much to like cleanse or save your soul is kind of the end
Okay.
gist I got of that. Still kind of trying to figure out that mode, but I did learn a little bit more on it. So instead of having three clues, you have these three small like wellspring areas that you go and investigate, and then it tells you where the main one is. and then you run off and you activate that, and this huge like lightning bolt comes down and strikes you, and you start draining the energy from it to like save yourself.
Okay.
Ooh,
Hey, why
excuse me.
not, right?
But it's just like a real quick thing for like if you don't have time to dive into that hour-long mission where you're trying to do multiple stuff, or if you're
Yeah, right. Yeah.
just playing solo and you don't want to be in a group.
Mm-hmm.
They've got that going on there too. Also in the big hunts, they have I don't know what the correct term for it is, but it's like when you come into the area and if another party's talking, you can hear them talking about what they're doing.
Okay, so you can like eavesdrop on them.
Yeah, so like I was going through in this one part and I heard them start talking. Like you could hear it faint, and then I got closer and they're like, "Oh, we're coming up through here." So then I set a
Yeah.
bear trap in front of where I knew they were coming up. I had a lantern ready to throw down, and I was able to get a couple kills off like that.
That's cool.
So that was pretty cool because I had tested this when it first got announced on PC,
Mm-hmm.
and they had that like super. It was like an alpha program for it,
Yeah.
and they had the environment was there, which was phenomenal on the PC. Like it looks amazing.
Yeah.
But
About
there
that.
wasn't too much. There wasn't too much to the game then. So seeing what it is now, they've definitely put it into a direction. Still kind of needs some refinement.
Yeah.
And as you were saying, like about that, like it looks horrible on the console.
Yeah, it looks like ass, especially compared to
Like
the
like I said, I
the
remember
original
playing it
PC
on
version.
the alpha on a PC, and that was back then. Like even before I think it was playing on a 1050 Ti on my last desktop I had.
Yeah.
And I was like, it looked amazing on there, and I was like, oh yeah, this is Crytek. You know, they put out some beautiful looking games.
They sure do. Just not on console.
just not on console.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, it really did.
Trying to play one of their
did
games.
look like it, like the vegetation was very sparse. The lighting was kind of not there, and like the just like the details and stuff were missing. Kind of looks like a really early
horrendous.
this generation game or really late last gen game. In terms of like visual fidelity going on there.
Yeah, it's
I don't know, and you know, in a game like this, you know, when you look at a game where you're kind of like, you know, you want to get the jump on enemies, whether they're AI or human, sometimes having the lower visual quality is a help. Like if you look at like PUBG or something like that, like, you know, turning the grass off is actually a benefit because you can see people that are hiding in grass and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you want to put a positive spin on it, so
Yeah,
Lee, what have you been checking out with it? What is your impressions of the game?
Actually, I thought it didn't look that bad. To be honest, compared to like console games of the, what were you playing on, Derek? Just a Pro?
Yeah, I was playing it on a PlayStation 4 Pro, and then I tested it in alpha on PC.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I enjoy it. It's my sort of jam anyway. It's kind of turned to the last century, kind of southern gothic horror type shooting type thing, but it's it's got a good atmosphere to it. I like it. It's almost like there's more atmosphere than the game warrants, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, it feels like they're going to be adding on it. If they put a campaign into it at some point down the line, I wouldn't be surprised. Do you know what I mean? Because there's that sort of like wide. There's quite a wide map. Quite wide maps you have. I really quite like going around there and just kind of having I kind of want more time to have a look around almost, because there's lots of little details going on, you know, in and around the thing, and it's like I kind of did a few of the monsters. I did the spider thing. It's horrible. Hated the spider. Hated the spider. That got so many lanterns thrown at his head. But
yeah, it seems like it would be a good setting for a horror game or something.
No, it totally would, and like for the graphics not being where we think it should, like, I'm not even gonna knock the game for that, because playing it's a lot of fun, and it does, like, it brings you back. You're like, damn, I want to go into another match. All right, I want to go into another match.
Yeah.
All right, I want to explore this. Oh, I got to this area. I want to come try to get back there now and go that little bit further that you might not have made it.
Yeah, it just stood out to me because when the last time I had seen the game was like when it first had come out on early access on PC. I'd seen videos and people playing it and stuff like that. And then the next time I saw it was when Derrick played it on stream, and I'm like, oh, this looks
well done.
different.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm probably misremembering how good it looked on PC anyway. Like you know, you do when like you put that those nostalgia glasses on, and
I
you're
do
like,
remember that nighttime footage they had where they had the lamps bouncing off the water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, is this pre-rendered? This looks amazing, and then I can imagine. Yeah, that's not as. Yeah, I see what you mean. I do see. Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely pre-rendered stuff, but this was actually people playing it that I thought it looked really good. Like, you know, like really good lighting coming through trees and you know, high like really good quality textures. It just made it look like even more backwoods and grungy kind of.
Yeah, grotty.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like this because you know, although you have the multiplayer, it almost like the monster is a set piece within it, kind of a storage set piece within the thing. So I like that element of mashing the two together. So you got kind of the moment-to-moment thing of the other people coming for you with that kind of whole kind of haunted house slam you'll get at the end of a mission to get your monster. Yeah, I quite like it. Yeah, I'm interested to see the PvE, the solo PvE.
Yeah, I heard that they were going to be adding in a solo PvE mode.
Yeah, it should be interesting because, like you said, like with mentioning of like wanting to see like a campaign in this or something, there isn't too much on like the lore of the area in the game or like things to read. Like in other games, you'll get like little tidbits here and there that you can read about the area. It doesn't really have that. So if they could expand in that direction, it could add like a whole nother level to what the game is right now.
Yeah, with the like the clues and the amulets you get and stuff like that, and the award you get at the end is all like arcane stuff, and it seems like that's coming maybe at some point. You know, it's build upon it. So we'll see how it goes. But I enjoy it. Yeah, it's well worth a play. I think.
Cool. Yeah, maybe when that PvE mode comes out, I'll take a look at it. All right, so that's Hunt Showdown.
Also, crossplay is coming to it as well. Crossplay is coming very soon as well. So everybody will be able to jump in on the same thing.
Is it full crossplay? I thought I heard it was like PC is gonna play with everybody, but or the other way around. I don't know. Is it full crossplay?
Yeah. It's supposed to be full crossplay, yeah.
Okay.
That'll drop when the PvE drops.
All right. So you'll be able to play with everybody. Cool. So that right now is on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. That's Hunt Showdown. It's weird. Like it's Hunt space : space Showdown, right? It's like a weird.
Yeah.
I see every once in a while. I see it written out like that. Yeah. All right, so that's going to do it for Hunt Showdown. Thank you for joining us on this very special episode of Voxel Viewpoint. If you'd like to hear or see more, please consider subscribing to us on your favorite podcast app, subscribing to us on YouTube, or visiting voxelvoice.com, where all of our great content comes together in one place. Also check out the Voxel Voice Facebook group, where you can join in on the discussion with a great, like-minded community.